Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers for next week. Sonny issues a challenge, Anna and Jason team up, and more. General Hospital spoilers for next week's episode of the hit ABC soap tease that viewers will see more of the same. Jagger Cates, Adam J. Harrington, is dead, and Alexis, Nancy Lee Grahn, is suspect number 1. Next week, that doesn't change. Sonny, Morris Bernard, does his best to help his child's mother, but Christina, Kate Mancy, is his first priority. Hannah, Finola Hughes, is ready to find Lucky, Jonathan Jackson, and Jason, Steve Burton, is right there with her. Rick Hurst is still putzing around Port Charles, and his sights are set on Elizabeth, Rebecca Herbst. Here's what's happening next week on General Hospital. Sam, Kelly Monaco, has been missing while her mother and sister have been thrown to the wolves. Next week, she and Alexis put their heads together to figure out what happened on the night Jagger Cates was murdered. Neither is sure where Christina was for sure, but viewers know she was visiting the baby she lost. Spoilers tease that they come up with a theory that could alleviate the pressure on Alexis. However, we don't think it'll go as planned. Things get worse for Alexis by midweek when she isn't prepared for what happens. Jason and Anna are teaming up to save Lucky, and it seems they may encounter something neither is prepared for. The group has moved, and they are going in nearly blind. Imagine their surprise when they learn Holly, Emma Sams, is there willingly while Lucky is being held captive. However, because Lulu, Alexa Havens, is in dire straits, we assume they will bring him home one way or another. However, how long this storyline will take to play out remains to be seen. Elizabeth should keep her guard up as Rick wants to rekindle things with her. She should know better, but will she act with her mind or heart? Molly, Kristen Vagenos, confides in Dax, Evenhofer again. The writers hint that more could come from these two, especially with her compromised state of mind. She is heavily focused on making Christina pay for the murder she believes she committed. Also, Trina, Tabiana Ali, will find time to spend with Portia, Brooke Care. Expect things to pick up a bit more as fall comes barreling in. Be sure to tune in daily so that not a moment of the juicy drama is missed. Next week on General Hospital is set to be an explosive mix of tension, alliances, and shocking revelations as Sonny Corinthos throws down the gauntlet, Anna Devane and Jason Morgan team up, and several Port Charles residents face life-changing dilemmas. Sonny issues a challenge. Sonny Corinthos has always been a man who thrives on control. But lately, cracks are starting to show in the foundation of his empire. With his enemies circling and his family fracturing, Sonny is about to take a gamble that could either solidify his reign or bring it crashing down. The week kicks off with Sonny at odds with his trusted confidants, Michael and Carly, both of whom are worried that Sonny's obsession with eliminating the threats around him is blinding him to the consequences. Michael pushes Sonny to consider stepping back, even if temporarily, to let things cool off. But Sonny, ever the fighter, sees any retreat as a sign of weakness, and he won't tolerate it. In a private moment with Carly, Sonny expresses his frustrations, knowing that the walls are closing in. "I can't just stand here and let this city slip through my fingers, Carly," he says, his voice thick with emotion. "If they think I'm weak, they'll tear everything apart." Carly, torn between wanting to protect her family and seeing Sonny spiral into his old self-destructive ways, warns him to tread carefully. But it seems Sonny has already made up his mind. By midweek, Sonny issues a public challenge to his enemies. At a meeting with several key players in the mob underworld, Sonny makes it clear that he's not backing down. "If anyone wants to take me down," he declares, standing tall and commanding the room, "now's your chance." but I promise you, it'll be the last mistake you ever make. This bold move sends shockwaves throughout Port Charles. The threat is unmistakable, and everyone, friends, foes, and frenemies alike, takes notice. However, not everyone believes that Sonny's challenge is the right move. Jason Morgan, ever the pragmatist, wonders if Sonny's arrogance will lead to dangerous consequences, especially with the looming threat of Cyrus Renault still out there, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Anna and Jason form an unlikely alliance. Meanwhile, Anna Devane finds herself in the middle of a dangerous situation of her own. Still haunted by her past mistakes and the lingering questions about who she can truly trust, Anna receives intel that could shake the core of Port Charles. This new information not only links Cyrus Renault to an international criminal network, but also suggests that a mole may have infiltrated the ranks of law enforcement, working against the good guys from the inside. Realizing that she needs someone who knows how to work in the shadows, Anna turns to Jason Morgan for help. Despite their complicated history and opposing methods, Anna knows that when it comes to loyalty and protecting the ones he loves, Jason is unmatched. The two meet in a secluded part of town, where Anna lays out the gravity of the situation. "I'm not asking you to trust me, Jason," she says, her voice steady but urgent. "I'm asking you to help me uncover the truth before it's too late." Jason, never one to jump into alliances lightly, is initially hesitant. He's wary of getting involved in anything that could jeopardize Sonny's position or put Sam and Danny in danger. But as Anna reveals more about the extent of Cyrus' reach and the possibility that someone close to them is working against them, Jason's protective instincts kick in. The two agree to a tenuous partnership, and by the end of the week, they're deep into investigating Cyrus' network. What they uncover will set off a chain of events that neither of them could have anticipated. Secrets long buried start to rise to the surface, and both Anna and Jason will be forced to question everything they thought they knew about their enemies and their friends. Drew faces an impossible decision. While chaos brews in the criminal underworld, Drew Kane is facing his own personal dilemma. After surviving captivity and returning to Port Charles, Drew is struggling to reconnect with the people he once knew, especially with his daughter, Scout, and Sam. While he's grateful to be alive, the trauma he endured continues to haunt him. Next week, Drew receives an unexpected offer, one that could give him a new purpose, but at a significant personal cost. An old contact from his days working as a military contractor reaches out, offering him a high-stakes job that would take him far away from Port Charles. While the opportunity is tempting, especially for someone who thrives on adrenaline like Drew, it would mean leaving Scout and Sam behind once again, just when they've started to rebuild their lives together. Drew confides in Curtis, who advises him to think long and hard before making any decisions. "You've been given a second chance, man," Curtis reminds him. "Don't throw it away chasing ghosts." As the week progresses, Drew wrestles with his decision. On one hand, the job represents everything he's good at, a chance to use his skills for the greater good. But on the other, he knows that his presence in Port Charles, especially for his daughter, is irreplaceable. A heart-to-heart with Sam only complicates matters further. While Sam reassures him that she supports whatever choice he makes, there's an unspoken tension between them. Neither one of them is ready to admit just how much is at stake, not just for their family, but for their relationship as well. More drama unfolds. Elsewhere in Port Charles, Brooklyn's latest scheme hits a snag as her plan to keep Harrison Chase close takes an unexpected turn. Brooklyn is forced to face the reality that her feelings for Chase may run deeper than she's willing to admit, especially when he starts to grow suspicious of her true motives. Nina Reeves finds herself at odds with Ava Jerome as tensions over Windermere continue to escalate. Ava, determined to maintain her hold over the property and its secrets, starts playing a dangerous game, and Nina might not be prepared for what's coming next. And finally, in a twist that no one sees coming, a mysterious stranger arrives in Port Charles, connected to a past that some thought had been buried for good. Their arrival will send ripples through several lives, as old wounds are reopened and new alliances are formed in the most unexpected ways. Next week on General Hospital promises to be a roller coaster of emotions, danger, and intrigue as these storylines converge. Lives will be changed, and nothing in Port Charles will ever be the same again.